Welcome Aries to your monthly love reading for December 2017. So as I'm about to start your reading, I'm shuffling the cards, and we have two cards that tried to pop out. I placed them back in, start shuffling again, and they came back out. So we do have the King of Swords in reverse, and then we do have the Page of Cups in reverse. So some of you are potentially dealing with a romantic partner, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and then maybe a child, okay, that you may be around. And I feel like there could be some issues with communication, and this energy could be coming from you all, and maybe not this particular person, where there is where a person is usually manipulating another person, saying certain things, making promises that they're not keeping, trying to get their way in a situation, and is very controlling and maybe bossy. You know, for some of you, you could be dealing with a someone that you work with as well, where there is some issues with maybe temptation or lies and things like that, and there could be a breakup that's happening. Sometimes it could be with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer as well, and often maybe this is someone that you could be dealing with who has issues with when they drink. They come through as being very aggressive, sometimes making threats. This could be your energy as well, could be flipped around if that does happen, if you do indulge and things like that. So there are some issues with emotional maturity, or someone lashing out or not being responsible for what they're saying, for emotional manipulation and verbal abuse that could be going on in your relationship. So there are some issues with that. So we're going to place this back in and see what's going on. Now, before I get to tarot, we're going to start out with the two cards for the theme in love for Aries. Let's see, from the Romance Angels. All right, two cards, Romance Angels for Aries. What Aries be going through for the month of December 2017 in love. Okay, we have getting to know each other, and it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond does deepen. So there could be two romantic partners that you could be dealing with. For some of you, it doesn't have to be that way. Someone younger, someone older, but there are some issues with that, and I feel sometimes a lack of communication or really being honest and not sincere could be part of the issue that you are dealing with, because it does seem to me that someone is there for some of you out there. All right, and one more card. Aries for, and it could be like it could be a parent or a family member of your romantic partner that you don't get along with. It could be anyone, ex-partner. It just depends on that situation, or someone using kids to manipulate you to kind of stay where you are. Those kind of things could be going on there. Energies for Aries for December 2017. Then we have, this could be the one, and it says you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So there does seem to be someone there for some of you out there. So these cards do look good so far. So we will see what the reading expresses here. So let's shuffle some for you. Aries energy for Aries. 10 card Celtic cross spread for Aries in love. 10 card Celtic cross spread for Aries in love for December 2017. We're going to do your emotions, how others may be viewing you or your partner, what your partner may be up to if you're dealing with someone, and then the outcome for the month of December 2017 in love for Aries. Okay, first card that came out here as I'm continue to shuffle, you do have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So some of you may be a bit paranoid, a bit afraid of some kind of event, maybe energetically dealing with somebody that's draining you. It could be something like that, or the fact that some of you are not wanting to commit to another person because you don't trust them, you don't trust yourself to make certain decisions or anything like that. Maybe you just want to get away from someone or something. So there are some issues with being like claustrophobic or having doubts. All right, and let's put that back in. Let's try this one more time. I feel like that's important for some of you out there. Energies for Aries in love from December 2017. Energies for Aries in love for December 2017. 10 card Celtic cross spread. Okay. Okay. Now we have the central issue is the Seven of Pentacles. So there is some disappointment. Some of you are waiting for something, thinking about things what you actually want to do right now. So this is overall just thinking about your situation, kind of waiting. All right. You do have the Queen of Swords in reverse, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but this is usually, if this is not you, this is someone else that's very moody, sharp, emotionally detached right now, and just not easy to talk to, because they're coming through saying harsh words to everyone that they may be around, and ultimately not able to stick to certain decisions because they're just overly emotional right here. All right, not really using their logic. All right. Now, the base of everything, you do have the Magician, so there is a new beginning that's there for a lot of you. That is starting something new. As we did mention, the getting to know each other. Someone is there. Could be another Aries, or just a renewal in a relationship, or a new beginning and a fresh start for some of you out there, focusing more on you or another person. Two people there so far. The recent past, you do have the Two of Swords, so some of you were either contemplating a decision, you've already made a decision. Sometimes I feel like this is like making a decision to move forward, but there's like this seesaw kind of thing that's going on. So the Two of Swords is here in the past for some of you that was stuck in limbo, or you did kind of get over that hurdle. Now, the head of everything, what could be, is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So a lot of you are, remember, the energy of getting to know each other. This is not really getting to know a person. This is walking around, and remember the Nine of Wands that came out in reverse? That's kind of running away from the issue, running away from addressing certain things and not facing up to your partner, staying in a bad situation because you may feel that if you make a decision to move forward in a certain direction, it might be the wrong one, or that you might run into conflict, or just certain issues where you feel stuck here. You feel better in this way, not looking at something when you do need to face it. So that's an issue emotionally, because they are cup cards. Now, the near future was coming in, the Three of Wands. So a lot of you may be waiting for something to come through. Or it could be any kind of goal that you have other cards on the side, and it does seem to be like some of you are potentially waiting for maybe a letter. You may be waiting for something to move forward in your relationship, some kind of loan, or anything that you could be working on. But I do feel that there is a defensive posture that you have on because of drama or conflict with another person that's there. Okay, so the Three of Wands is there, focusing on your goals and how to achieve those things right now. And if you are single as well, you do have the Magician there, is focusing more on you right now for some of you. All right, now your emotions, see that conflict is there, so conflictual. So for many of you, I feel like the Five of Wands is coming through with you, and the Queen of Swords energy in reverse. So someone has you riled up, angry, resentful about something. There could be battles, fights, arguments, disputes, anything like that, or someone kind of trying to pull that energy out of you, or vice versa. So conflictual right here on how to make a decision, but also kind of getting people riled up as well, you know, vice versa. So now how others may be seeing you. All right, the Two of Wands. So behind the scenes, your partner or others, they see that you may be planning. They see that you may be trying to travel, maybe get out and about. The Sun being a Sagittarius does activate your ninth house of exploration and long distance travel. So there could be a lot of road trips and things like that. But often this is still the two. We got the Three of Wands there. The Four of Wands is not there just yet. So I feel like this is still an energy of planning for a lot of you out there. Maybe you and your partner, but it seems like right now there could be some distance between you and the other person because they're not really showing up here as a unit. All right, now what your partner may be going through is the Ten of Wands. So you could be dealing with a marriage or a divorce that's pending. Someone's still holding on to that divorce, breakup, separation. They could be actually working a lot right now and kind of hurt, going through their own emotional wounds right now. So and carrying something that's heavy that may be personal to them, that you may know about these things. So there could be some issues with stress. And the outcome is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is usually spiritually, intellectually, like thinking about something in a different way. Your particular situation and arrangement, I feel for some of you, if you feel trapped on making a decision, or the fact that you may feel guilty about certain things and not being able to move forward, then your mind starts to change. You start to see other ways as to what has been restricting you, why things are not moving forward, why are you so stuck in a certain situation emotionally, with the Eight of Cups being there. So this is breaking free from that restriction. And for any of you who has been like kind of waiting for another person to reach out to you, this is you like trying to move away from that particular connection because there doesn't seem to be any forward momentum. And remember that ninth house of spirituality is there, and that does change your beliefs about certain things that you may have been holding on to. And as you start to change those beliefs, if they have been restricting you, then this is a very positive card to have. I feel for many of you out there. All right, so let's see why. Let's see why the Eight of Cups is here in reverse for Aries. Clarify the Eight of Cups reverse for Aries. Clarify the Eight of Cups reverse for Aries. And love. Hold on, I think this is hold on, I think this is too loud right here. Hold on a second. Alright, that should be better. Okay, so let's clarify the Eight of Cups reverse for you, Aries. Clarify the Eight of Cups reverse for Aries. You have the Four of Cups. So for a lot of you, this is being stubborn with another person. You're not desiring something, an offer that may be coming through. It could be from someone, and it could be from anger, resentment, or anything. And let's see, clarify the Four of Cups for Aries. Whoa, okay. And the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles is here. So it's like you're not wanting the connection if there isn't any stability just yet. The Four of Wands is the next card up that we were looking for, and it came out just now. So a lot of you are focusing on money right now. You're focusing on a marriage right now, or a home, anything like that, with the Four of Wands being there. And if it's not there, I feel like for a lot of you, you're being stubborn, or you're not wanting the connection right now. Or if there are anyone that you may be around, and you're not liking that connection under the same roof with whoever you may be with, you may be looking for a different roof to be under. And until that happens, you're focusing on the material aspect right now, so that you can reach that on your own or with your romantic partner. That energy could be there for many of you. Clarify the Queen of Swords in reverse for Aries. Clarify the Queen of Swords reverse for Aries. Whoa. So when I'm doing that, we do have the Four of Swords is there. You have the Sun, you have the Lovers, the Three of Cups, and then the Seven of Swords in reverse. So there does look like truth did come out about a certain relationship or connection. The person that did show up, that's getting to know each other, that does mean that someone is there, a relationship is there. But being as though reality is out in the open, it does seem to me that because of separation, or that you're not able to connect completely with someone, it's causing you to be aggravated, or causing your partner to be aggravated right now. The Sun, the Lovers, and the Three of Cups does indicate that you are around your partner or your romantic love interest, whoever it may be, but you're also like back and forth with the connection, and then you're resting, you're doing other things, focusing on other things, but emotionally not being completely fulfilled with the Seven of Swords in reverse. So there could be some issues with partying, and then someone being caught either flirting or anything like infidelity, certain things like that that could be going on. And just watch out for that energy that is there with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So that could be that air sign that's doing this with you. All right, so being caught or catching someone in the act does cause you to be angry and resentful, and not being able to trust someone. So that's what I feel there with that energy. All right, so let's see the Five of Wands for Aries, and I feel that's where some of the conflict may be coming through too. Clarify the Five of Wands for Aries. and it is heartbreak. All right, so there does seem to be that there is someone there, or someone else, maybe three people in your picture, someone in the past with the Two of Swords there, and someone in your current environment, some kind of truth, knowing the reality about something, and it is causing some kind of heartbreak with you. Now let's clarify the Ten of Wands for your partner. If you're dealing with somebody, clarify the Ten of Wands for your partner. And yes, this is the Hierophant in reverse. So some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, and either some of you said, okay, I don't want this commitment or marriage anymore, and that other person is still trying to hold on to that. All right, or vice versa. That could be in different ways, I feel, for some of you out there. And this could also be like moving your things and belongings out of the house after that separation or divorce. You know, those issues are going on, I feel, for some of you. And also maybe your family, your friendship circle, those kind of things could be actually bothering you. So some of you are having to kind of get a new environment to be in, for some of you out there. All right, so and let's see, one more card. Clarify the Eight of Swords reverse for Aries for December 2017. Clarify the Eight of Swords reverse for Aries. And then you do have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So it's almost like, okay, remember the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands? Or for a lot of you who are wanting to reach that goal, change your perspective about why it's not happening. Maybe the reason why it's not happening because you continue to spend so much. Impulsive spending, spending because you want it. Yeah, we want certain things, but we also need to save as well, to spend smartly. You know, try to be smart about where we're putting all our time. We're putting our energy into focusing on a goal. You have to make sure that you are planning and being strategic, especially when you have 1, 2, 3 twos here. So decision making, I feel, is a big part of it, how you want to approach certain things. But I feel like this month, remember that Mercury is in retrograde, so there could be issues with communication, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can always communicate and express how you may be feeling about certain things, and that's what Mercury retrograde actually can bring about. But it can be tough, so make sure that you are clear and honest with what you may be getting through to you or your partner. So those are your messages for the month of December. I do hope that they help you out. Remember that you could go to Psychicloveheals.com to schedule a personal reading for you, as these are general in nature. They won't relate to everybody. So lots of love to you, lots of light. I do wish you a happy, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if you do celebrate the holidays. And much love and much light. Enjoy.